understand no more. Can't say hardcore truths with a splash of contrast, cause it's the Illegal Opinions Podcast.
Welcome back to Illegal Opinions Podcast, the last place for real talk. Come with an open mind or leave mad. The choice is yours. I'm your host, Sam Ridley, the man you love to hate.
Sam, you get on my last nerve.
Here with my main 100 grade man, you know, Marcus Palmer in the building.
That's right.
Oh, man, I'm losing my mind in this house, bro.
Already? Already?
Are you not?
I'm good, man. I mean, it doesn't really feel weird to me because I work from home anyway. So I'm kind of jealous, all you motherfuckers out there that get to not go to work and shit.
I'm still going to work. So
you still go to work?
Yeah, man. They got us on this like weird thing. We go in this week and then I'm off next week. So you know we have time to contaminate the work center, and then we gotta hope our counterparts come in and you know they weren't doing something dumb the previous week. And
you know,
yeah,
it's so funny how last pod you gave me a hard time for still going to work when I had the swine flu. And
look, I don't have a choice though.
I feel like
nah, this is different.
Of course. Yeah,
I felt like you had a choice. I felt like you had a choice. I'm not given a choice here. It's like be there, you still gonna get your check and all that good stuff. So that's different. You was making it seem like all of y'all was like, hey, we all got it. We men. Let's see who die first. Like,
I mean, they didn't
thing.
say we didn't have to go to work. But we know, I feel you. I understand. It's different for you, though. It's different for you. I get it.
Yeah, that's completely different. That's completely different. But it is
right.
It is weird out here. Like I'm the type of person that tries to think about my energy in the room, right? So with the virus thing taken into account, I gotta go, how am I affecting the people around me? So my partner, like I work with one of the best dudes I've ever worked with.
Yeah, thank you.
Not you, nigga.
Oh, okay.
So on the day job, on the pod, yeah. Okay. The originator, none greater. Mark Palmer finished.
Okay.
So when on the day job, the awesome dude, right? But I take his family into account, right? So
right.
When I'm home, you know, when we're supposed to be like the weekend before we got told, hey, everybody's just doing their thing, I'm not gonna go out and be around people that I could potentially get him sick and then get his family sick. I mean, maybe I'm thinking too far into it. Maybe.
No, I think that's considerate of you to think like that.
That's just
dope.
me. I think a lot of people don't think like that. So, you know, but then I got other ones that's like, man, fuck this virus. I'm going to live my life because the president said, you know, and I'm like, come on, man. Like at some point, you got to stop blaming what you heard on TV and think for yourself a little bit and be like, what's the best thing I could do for the people around me?
I agree with you there. I was having kind of a little spat, I guess, with I got another friend of mine that lives out in LA.
I ain't had a spat since I was like 13. Spat.
You spat on a bitch? Okay.
Oh, that's rude.
So
you had a spat.
We're going back and forth, and he lives in LA, so it's different. Like the energy, right? The energy out there is different than it is here. So I'm telling him, like, yeah, man, the gym is still open here. People are still going to, you know, their Targets and, you know, the Costco's, and the mall was still open. Because the message that we're getting from, you know, the national news and the local news is just kind of like, you know, just be careful, be safe, do the social distancing thing, and just keep it as clean as possible. We're not getting the same energy that's out there in California, where
the governor had to shoot that down because people are stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we
out here, the biggest coastline, everybody chilling in Southern California, spring break and all of that.
Right.
So people was, you know, congregating at the beach and all of that stupidness. And I'm like, okay, so y'all just really don't believe that this is a big deal. And all of that, well, more people die in car accidents. Yeah, but I'm not going outside and catching the car accident.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be weird. If you
Can
just
you imagine
walked outside.
if somebody coughed on you and you were like, oh shit, I'm gonna get in a car accident later.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a symptom. It's a stupid logic. It's
just, I mean, there's a lot of, I do think, given as sensitive and extreme things have been as far as what to do to to flatten this thing out, it does seem excessive because the messaging that if you watch the national news, the messaging is not the same as it is locally. Like if you watch CNN and well, not CNN only, but if you watch like a press conference, right? And then the president and his people up there talking about what's happening, that message doesn't match what like the military rolling into your town to turn the gym into a hospital.
Well, I mean, his own message don't match.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you watched it from kind of the beginning, and unfortunately I have to see him on TV just about every day. Mm-hmm. And at first he was calling it a hoax. And then it was, oh, this is serious. And then it was yo, y'all need to social distance. And then I want to say today he was like, man, I'm about to open the. We're not built to be shut down. So I'd rather y'all go to work. Yeah. I'd rather y'all go to work and possibly die. And whoever's still left, keep on working. Well, so it's like economy versus.
Well, he's scared.
Humans.
He's scared.
I don't think so.
We're not going to have this. I don't want to get too far into the political weeds. He's scared because he can't go into an election year with this happening and the stock market being where it is and unemployment about to be where it could be. Oh,
well, that's his claim to fame, though. Yeah, that's why. Like, his whole claim to fame has been the economy, the stock market.
Yeah. So he has to get people back to work before
at what cost?
November.
At what cost?
You think he give a fuck what it costs?
No, I don't think he give a fuck. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he gives a shit about what's going on with me.
What it costs, man.
Yeah, man. I don't want to get into the political weeds either, man. I'm looking at it from a straight humanity thing.
Yeah,
and this is a big deal, that it's gone globally in this way. I don't know how it's still disputable other than the fact that people just want to believe it's not a big deal. That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about fuck them oranges. So, anyway,
fuck them oranges. Okay, what's up, man?
But yeah, man. Some of the things. One, I found a bomb ass show on Hulu to watch called Dave. I don't know if you didn't check that shit out.
I've been meaning to. I've seen a couple of clips of it on IG. So, and I think Dickie is a fucking awesome rapper. He's definitely different. So it seems like he could be somebody that's funny, but go ahead.
Yeah, like he is great. So if you think he's funny, check the show out. He's a good writer, and that's something that's hard to translate across different platforms. So I checked it out because of somebody in a group. Shout out to Danny in the group, man. She was like, check this show out. Right. And when I say group, I know people are like, what the fuck? Is this fucking Walking Dead? If you're on Facebook, type in Illegal Opinions Podcast Fan Group. Join us.
Blow.
And it's wild in there. It's real wild, and we're growing all the time, and I appreciate y'all. But yeah, Danny told me check it out. I checked it out. The show is dope. There's only a couple of episodes of it up, so it's brand new. You're not gonna be, far behind and feel bogged down, and then you in quarantine. So just check it out. But, yeah, I've been doing a lot of that, like checking out, seeing what's on Netflix and all that sort of thing.
That's the funny thing. I was going to ask you what you were going to do this weekend, but then I remember that you can't go outside.
So. I had niggas sick in the shut in. What am I do?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm in the building, 100%.
Gonna go beat God of War again for the 5th time.
God, no. I beat that game too many times. I'm on that Call of Duty Warzone now.
Man, I don't get that yet, but I played it a couple of times, and I'm like, okay, I need to be in a place where I can pay attention to this because there's a lot of shit going on.
It's a lot going on. It's like the Hunger Games now. That's pretty much what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They drop you in. It's like, good luck. It's 180 of y'all, so figure it out.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, remember when we got on games, if it was 4 of you, it might bog down the server.
Oh, yeah. So it was like, we shut this whole thing down. The lights start flickering and shit. Like, okay. We got it.
But see, you still have your freedom. So what are you doing? Are you just in the house watching TV or?
Still have my freedom. I sure do. I want the red box and everything.
People still use Redbox?
Well, I did. I just think I think it's cheaper than renting the movie on demand from the TV.
Yeah, but you got to go to the Redbox though.
I mean, I can go outside, so it's fine. So
first of all, fuck you. I can go outside. You act like I'm on punishment. I'm grounded out this. Governor says we can't go. Nah.
You got that Kermit the Frog shit with your hand up on the window and it's raining, and you're like, man.
Nah, man, it ain't that bad. People act like in California, if we touch the door, we gonna get arrested, or somebody gonna ask me for my papers to see if I'm free.
Oh yeah.
And, but it's not that bad yet. But if people keep being hard headed, they keep talking all that. I don't want no martial law. But what are y'all making them do, man? Like, just sit down somewhere. Sit down. That's literally all.
You feel a way about this thing.
No, my thing is like, I know a lot of lazy Negroes.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, when they get told to be lazy, they got lots of energy. They got lots of energy now.
That's a different. But when you're told not to do something, what do you want to do?
Ooh, that human nature set in.
Go do that shit. I see more people outside at the park, walking around the neighborhood.
They ain't never been to the park.
You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden everybody's outside. Like, oh man, I want to go outside so bad. People are driving around, walking around the damn, like the mall walkers are now walking around the outside of the mall just because they want something to do. So,
man, I've been trying to get my kid to ride his bike on 2 wheels for like 5 years. He want to learn. He want to learn in a pandemic. Now he got it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it took. It took half of Italy to pass away for you to ride your bike right. Like, really, bruh?
Straight up.
Oh my God, man. Nah, like if I'm in the house, man, I'm gonna do a lot of home projects. I'm gonna see what's new happening on Netflix and all of that.
That's basically what I did. I did a home project. I fixed my garage door, which was
nigga got real handy in an apocalypse, huh?
Straight up. You gotta make sure, man. You gotta make sure your hands is right. Make sure you can lock that shit. Lock everything down if you need to.
You trying to make sure you got a skill so that they don't kill you.
Oh, for sure. Like
when they start planning up.
When they come around, like, what can you do? I can fix the garage doors. So
I know the slave voice again.
I fixed my garage door. I also tore it out of I almost tore it out of the ceiling, which was different.
Trial and error.
So I fixed it, right? But I remember. Well, I did not remember that I had it locked. Like there's a little bar right on the door. You slide it, locks the garage door, so you can't move it up and down. I go through all this work, drilling holes, putting in these fucking screws, making sure my garage door chain, all that shit is right. I go through all that trouble to do that. And feeling myself, I got my fucking hand on my hip as I press the button, waiting for success.
You was feeling sassy. Okay.
Nigga, when I tell you this shit went up like 3 inches, stopped, the bar from the garage door opener to the garage door was fucking bent, like bowed.
You did it?
I didn't take the fucking latch off of the garage door.
Okay, so yeah, you almost fucked up for real.
Almost fucked, man. That shit, I almost died. Cause then it wouldn't stop going up and down. Cause it would catch the error and then go back down and then go back up. And then
you know how you was about to have me looking? See, you selfish, bruh.
What happened?
You real selfish. Like, you was going to have me coming up here telling people, man, Marcus passed away this weekend. And you know they was going to think you died of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, nah, the nigga tried to be Mr. Fix-It. And his own garage killed him.
It collapsed upon me.
Yeah, he was laying on the ground with his hand on his hip.
That would be.
That's how you want to go out?
That would be the worst. Like dying in a pandemic, dying in a dumbass way like that.
Yeah, I'd ask the coroner to leave your body there so I could take pictures. That'd be the cover photo of the last episode and shit. Like, I'd
you
be like, this is how you
go on without me.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know who I'm gonna replace.
It wouldn't like with Sam and Marcus. It would be like with Sam and Conrad, like how they do.
We would have to edit the damn theme song. Oh man. Look, cause I'm keeping the theme song, so it is. I'm gonna dub it straight over with no music. Like,
find another Marcus or find Clarence.
Does it sound like Clarence if you listen to it? Listen to Sam and Clarence.
No, it would be like the USA shit when they take the fucking curse word out.
Shit, they don't know what he said at the beginning of the song anyway, so we can just replace it with whatever.
That's kind of true too.
Nobody has come up with them lyrics yet.
It's rough, man. It's fast. The beat is hard. So
yeah, the beat grab you so hard. People's like, I don't even know what he's saying, but you know what? That shit ride. So
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like, did that Blueface? But nah,
Blueface. So no, I watched Knives Out, which I've been trying to watch.
I still haven't seen that.
for a while. I watched Knives Out. It was good. And what was actually better than I thought it was going to be, but still not, it didn't really get me. What the hell is it called? Uncut Gems. Listen to that shit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that was decent. I wish I had asked you before I wasted 2 hours of my life falling asleep on 6 Underground.
Yeah, you should have.
Oh my God.
6 Underground.
Man.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah. That
It
shit
was,
is
and let me tell you,
super trash.
bruh, it started out strong. And I say that because I knew Michael Bay did it, and I was like, all right, he blowing shit up, you know. For whatever reason, in all of Michael Bay movies, when he blows shit up, fireworks fly out of the fire.
What the fuck? Okay, go ahead.
There's always like a sparkler, like
Yes.
somebody, you know, you throw a sparkler when it get too short, like
It's like a flare, right?
Yeah, them things pop out. I was like, come on, bro. But here we go, and I like the whole setup and all of that.
Yeah.
And then it just evolved into nothing. And
Not
I
a
was like, all right,
goddamn
I'm
thing.
bored. I'm bored
Yeah.
as shit. Yeah, that was weak sauce.
I fell asleep
don't know.
on it twice.
I'm not even gonna try again. So you gave it a second go. I'm not doing that.
Well, I mean, I was having a fight within myself.
To give it a try.
No, well, because of the
I'm
fight
s-
within me.
I'm
I
shocked
was-
you watched it because I want to say you hate Ryan Reynolds or you're like he's not a good actor or something like
No,
that.
my thing about Ryan Reynolds is he a star?
Well, I mean, yeah. I don't think you could argue that. How could you argue? You talking about from a Hollywood standpoint? Is he a star?
Yeah.
Yeah. He makes bank for Hollywood. That's all it takes. They don't care if you're good, but if you can generate income, Deadpool is fire. I think we
And?
can agree. And? You
What
said, oh,
else?
like what? Deadpool is fire. Deadpool 2 is fire.
Okay.
So keep going. What you?
And that's all.
That's it.
And I like Ryan Reynolds, right? Like I like him. Like he seems like a funny dude. Like for him, being Deadpool was just him being himself in red spandex.
Okay,
So it's
well, he was
easy to-
himself in Hitman's Bodyguard, and I thought that was hella entertaining.
Hitman's Bodyguard wasn't. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. You kind of get what you. What do
We
you
need
say
you to
is-
show up and be you. We need Samuel L. to show up and be him.
be him.
And we got a movie.
Yes. But that wasn't
it.
like a block. I mean, that wasn't like a hit though. And
I think
Sam will
they're
do
making
anything.
Another one. I'm pretty sure they're making another one.
He gonna protect him twice.
No, I'm pretty sure by the second one they'll be teaming up. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure that's in the works because it did well enough for them to get another one going.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to. I like I said, I like him. I think he's a funny dude. He's funny on social media, but is he an A-lister? Well, he didn't know he's an A-lister because of Deadpool. But is he a good actor? Is he a? I don't know, man. That's kind of. I get hung up on that shit when I start thinking about people I like in movies. Are you just tailor made for this shit, or are you a good actor? Like, there's no doubt in my mind that Leonardo DiCaprio is a good actor.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
Like, it's not even, you know what I mean?
He's one of the few people I would say that still, if he makes a movie, even if I'm not interested in whatever the movie's about, I'm
Right.
curious how it's gonna go because he's playing a role in it. Like he just kills. Like whenever he's on that screen. But there's very few of those left that can draw you to the theater just because it's them. So,
Jamie Foxx is a good actor, right? What'd you say?
Yeah,
Nigga. What?
he is a good actor. He is a good actor, but
I don't want to peer pressure you. It sounds like you got something on your chest.
No, never that. What I'm saying is like he's a good actor, but I'm not like, okay, Jamie's in it, I gotta go see it. He doesn't do that for me.
Okay.
And I like Jamie. I like
Yeah.
Jamie's comedy. Jamie came up doing impressions of people. So when he got an Oscar for Ray, I was like, well,
Well, he killed that shit. That was different.
he destroyed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed it. He's one of the most talented people in Hollywood.
But then he milked
But-
it though. I didn't like too much, but
You think he milked what?
he milked the whole Ray Charles thing. Like for 2 years, he was Ray Charles after the movie came out.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. definitely. But and then for whatever reason he decided to go beat Electro in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
and I was
didn't
like,
get that
oh,
movie
so
either.
you want to be a regular nigga again?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I felt.
Oh, this you?
Oh, you Jamie.
Oh, this you? Oh, okay. No more stand-up comedy. You want to?
Like,
okay.
You brought your Oscar to the set to do this. All right.
Right.
That's what's up. So
That was a bad move.
But no, like Six Underground, was like, okay, whenever they put a lead actor like that in a movie on Netflix, I was like, you know what, I got a lot of movies on Netflix in my queue.
Yeah.
Strangely, I don't have a lot of shit in my queue from the new one.
The new one?
Disney Plus.
Oh,
And
DP.
when I first got it, I was hella excited. But yeah, it's kind of flipped again for me for some reason.
Okay, because I know we had the conversation before when Disney Plus was like first coming out.
It was hot.
And it was hot. And I was skeptical because for me it was just they're going to be just putting out the same shit that we've all seen already, but people love it. Like Star Wars and all the Marvel shit and all their cartoon Disney, all that shit. So I thought it would be regurgitated content.
It mostly is.
Like I know
gotta say,
people were on social media like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch Darkwing Duck tonight." I'm like, "Nigga, you're 35."
And I was one of those people. And I'm
Yes.
gonna be honest with you. The first Saturday that I had free, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm about to get up. I'm about to make me a bowl of fucking Cookie Crisp. Just have like a
Cookie Crisp.
What? Yeah, man.
Stale
Just have
ass Cookie Crisp.
The cookies were stale as soon as you pulled that plastic apart, nigga. The old ass Toll House.
Oh shit.
But I did. I was like, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna watch these cartoons, whatever. And I did watch almost all of X-Men. I'll give it that. The old X-Men cartoon.
Okay.
I think I watched like 2 episodes of Darkwing Duck. I hit up a couple favorites on DuckTales. Watched Rescue Rangers.
Rescue
see
Rangers,
Chip and Dale
got
fight
to.
over some mouse pussy. And then
I would have hit
I
that
was
though, personally.
oh Gadget would have got all the dick. I don't know what they was thinking
cute
about.
little name like Gadget.
Man, I thought I was like, am I tripping? Am I the only one that was a kid that thought Gadget was fine in the motherfucker?
Yeah.
Bruh. And I don't know why Dale didn't just be like, my brother, he feeling you too, but what's up,
I know,
Dale
right?
Was,
like
Dale was
fuck that man.
stupid, but he was on it more than Chip was. Chip was trying to be a gentleman and shit, you know what I'm saying? Dale would go humiliate himself for the pussy.
You know what's interesting is that Gadget's wearing a fucking flight suit and Chip and Dale run around with no fucking pants on.
Yeah, he had a bomber jacket on.
Like what the
He had a bomber jacket on with the fur around the collar. Like, he ain't furry.
niggas wearing no pants but two shirts. Well, I'm sorry. One's wearing a shirt, the other one's wearing a jacket. Got his chest out and shit.
Man, I remember one episode, like, Gadget went and got sexy on him. They had, like, some undercover shit they
nigga
had to
went
do.
and got sexy. Ooh.
Yeah, remember? No, she went and, like, threw on some lipstick and a dress.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Got out the flight suit, and both of them was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Gadget could get it. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Monty flying around the
Look
house.
at the turn
smelling that
we've
cheese.
taken talking nasty about Gadget. Okay, you were
Yeah, we
saying.
took a turn. Anyway, so I'm watching D Plus or whatever.
Yeah,
Gadget got that D Plus, and I remember my Marvel movies. They got it all laid out. The
Yeah.
Pixar movies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's dope in that sense. My kids can't stop watching like the Descendants and stuff like that.
Right.
But after the novelty wore off, I ain't even gonna front you. I was like, all right, I own about 80% of the good movies that are up there. I have Star Wars and all that on the shelf. The only thing is I don't have to get up to turn to it now. That's the only benefit. The only benefit. You know, I have Endgame already. I think Infinity War ain't even up there yet because it's still tied up in Netflix.
Yeah.
So, and then most of those movies I have in my Vudu account because I already had them. And Vudu streams better than Disney does. Like, they're still trying to figure some shit out. I don't know. So, as far as new content after The Mandalorian ended, I was right back on Netflix, bro.
That was my thing. I was trying to figure out. Netflix is built off of old shit people love and new shit that they make, right?
Well, nostalgia makes money, unless you're
Right.
Charlie's Angels. You know,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
they that was a fail. But Yeah, that right there is a whole nother. I think
We'll
I
get
got
into
that
that.
on the list.
Yeah, it's on the list. We'll get into that.
It definitely is.
But so I got Disney Plus because it was free. Like Verizon gives it to you for free for a year.
Same.
So I'm on that shit. Like, okay, let me check this out. Everybody's going crazy for like maybe the first week it was out. Same thing you were saying. Going to watch Darkwing Duck. Going to watch fucking Gargoyles. Going to watch this or that. Going to watch, fucking watching Toy Story 3 again. My kids love this shit. Awesome. People killing the Mandalorian. This shit is hard.
Yeah.
And then it was quiet.
And by the way, Toy Story 4 better than 1, 2, and 3, bro.
I haven't seen it yet. I gotta check it out. Is it on Disney Plus?
Yep, they threw it up there. I think they threw it up here for the Coronas, but
they had to. All right, it's on there. I'll check it out.
It's hard. It goes really hard. I think I liked it better than what was a really sad one.
The sad one was part 3, right?
Remember when they almost burned in a fire? I think
that's
that
the bear one. The bear was the gangster.
Lotso was fucking the Suge Knight of the toy world.
That fucking puppet with the tattoos in the eye. Yo.
Yeah, if a puppet got a tattoo, bro. Yeah, check out 4.
I'll check it out.
But more to your point, right there. There's like little gems that Disney is giving out because it's Disney. They own everything.
Yeah.
But to me, what they should have done was roll out the Mandalorian and they gave it to us week to week. I don't know if you binged it or not.
Yeah. I did. I watched it. I started watching it maybe a month later. So I had a good 2 to watch every now and then.
See, bet. I watched it like as soon as them shits came out.
Yeah.
But because of that, I was like, when this ends, they better have some fire right behind it. And
they got nothing.
Absolutely nothing, bruh. And I know this whole Corona thing is probably slowing down their process too, but I was expecting, because when it came out, they dropped this video that was, this is what's to come on Disney. And it was like the Falcon Winter Soldier and all this other shit.
Yeah,
and all of
the What If series, all that shit.
Yeah, all that stuff's supposed to tie into the MCU. So
right.
If you don't watch them, you'll be lost going into whatever movie comes out. And none of it's here. So
none of it's here.
Yeah. I'm like, if I was somebody that didn't get it for free through Verizon, I might cancel it and wait for a show to pop up. Like, let me save 4 or 5 months of your subscription fee. I got my nostalgia tank full. I don't need it anymore. And I'll see you when you finally deliver some sort of new content. Because I don't care about most of it. Yeah, they put all the the little Pixar short films that pop up between the Pixar movies up there. Even the weird one where the Asian lady eats her kid. Like, all of that stuff's up there. But I'm not watching Pixar shorts. I want the shows that you mentioned that you were going to put out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people I talked to about it, they were arguing me down, like Disney Plus is going to kill Netflix. And there were a lot of articles that were saying, this is the end of Netflix. This is the end of Netflix. And I'm like, and then people were also saying, there ain't nothing to watch on Netflix. They ain't shit on there for me to watch. And I'm going through Netflix's like catalog of shit I like in my head. And I'm thinking, you got to be fucking crazy. There's nothing to watch on Netflix? There's fucking all kinds of shit to watch on Netflix.
I think Netflix buried itself. That's where people were getting at.
With too much content.
Yeah. They say content is king, but there was a point where I'd get on Netflix and I felt so overwhelmed, I'd end up scrolling through the menus for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then go to Vudu and watch some shit that I already know.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what am I supposed to do with the 90 movies that y'all put up here this week? And I know that a good majority of them are trash, but they don't have the ratings up there anymore from people that watched it. I don't know if you noticed that. There's no thumb up, thumb down, any of that. So I was like, maybe I don't want to see any of it, and I'm going to waste my time. And I'm not one of those people that can, watch everything just to see if I like it. Like, I need a buzz around some shit.
No, seriously. That's true. And I think maybe I didn't notice the rating system changing. Maybe they only have ratings now for... Because I think now they only, run the trailer for Netflix movies.
Yeah, when you scroll over it.
Yeah, you can only download Netflix movies to your phone or to your wireless device.
Right.
So they switched it up a little bit to make it so that you have to stream more of their content. If you want to take it with you on the go.
And Disney ain't doing that yet.
Disney's not doing that yet, but they ain't doing shit right now.
Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Bruh,
it's just sitting there.
Ozarks comes back on the 27th. I don't know if you ever watched Ozark.
Yeah. Ozark is hard.
That shit is fire, and it's coming back on the 27th.
I'm only up to season 1, so I still got something to catch up.
That shit is hard. So I mean, Netflix puts out not even just like, because I watch a lot of their cooking shows. They got the cooking shows. They got all these series. And then they buy shit like all the shit people want to watch. The Office, fucking Black Mirror, fucking all these different Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, all these things that people like to fuck with. And they have a cult following. They go to Netflix. So I don't know what Disney's doing, but personally, they fucking the bag up because it's a lot of people that are getting this shit for free right now that ain't gonna pay for this shit whenever their subscription is up. Because why would I if you don't have anything on there? Like, I'm not watching fucking Star Wars every day. Nah.
Like, I have to limit myself, and I was a big Star Wars fan, and I have to limit myself from watching it because I'll get tired of it. Fortunately, they got like the Clone Wars and stuff like that, and those were great series, the cartoon animated series.
Right.
But the movies, like, if I watch them too much, I'll start to nitpick them, and I hate being that Star Wars guy, because you just got to take it for what it is. But
it's just fucking, what is it, like 30 years old now or some shit?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Then the prequels, and then you got these toxic fans online. I hate doing that, so I try not to. And they ruined the series for themselves. I hate to say that, but they did. If I'm going to get on Disney Plus now, usually I think I'll like get up there and watch like bits and pieces of Endgame or check out the couple of Marvel movies that I don't have in my Vudu account just so I don't have to go find the disc and put it in.
Right.
Like Age of Ultron, I thought that was like the hardest one out of the three, well, in certain parts.
Yeah.
But it was the most important one in the middle of the series, and people kind of glazed over it. I watched that one a lot just because I don't have to get up. But that convenient shit wears off, and then I find myself back in Netflix. Then they dropped The Witcher, and I was okay, so y'all got the brand new Game of Thrones shit that's happening. Yeah. So I'm gonna be over here.
It's wild. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I would be a fool to call Disney a loser because I know they got something going on. I just don't understand why. Like, why don't you have? You should have something every month coming out.
It's here to stay, bro. Like,
they going nowhere.
The thing with all of these subscriptions, when's the last time you noticed your Hulu payment coming out of your bill?
No,
like, it's just automatic.
Yeah,
it's just out of there. So unless you're one of those people that like is really watching the account like that, and I know there's people that are, but I don't pay attention to it, and I just see it come out.
Right.
The only reason I would notice Disney, well, I got kids, so like I'm fucking locked in. I'm stuck. They know if you're breeding, you're gonna get Disney.
Oh, for sure.
Because there's a lot of shit up there that I wouldn't even glance at that the kids are like, oh, you didn't see such and such, you didn't see this, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they just got it that way. But I'm done with it. It gives me a break from. I'm sitting in here. It's like Netflix that, and then there's a couple of shows on Hulu, and if not, I'm on Facebook and in my phone and shit, and getting irritated by fucking dudes. So.
Oh, what you talking about? Getting irritated by dudes.
Man, well. All right. Now that now that everybody's stuck in the house, right?
Right.
Have you not noticed that social media's changed?
Yeah. People are. I mean, people are a lot more. People are posting a lot more.
They're
now
posting
that
a lot
there's
more.
Less to do outside.
They're posting a lot more. I see a lot less selfies of the females.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you know what? hey, you know that the hair shop is what do you call it? The beauty salon. The beauty salon's closed.
Yeah.
The nail shop is closed.
They looking busted right now, man. This is the time you get to see what they really look like. Let them, because
this is where you meet. This is where you meet the woman that you should marry right now. Like,
behind the filter.
Yo, straight up. Mm-hmm.
Because like eventually she gonna get bored and go on IG and go live, and you get to see what she really look like.
Yeah, and like the ones that were that you were following that you thought were fine with all the filters and the wigs and shit.
That filter shit is the dumbest shit ever, man.
Like, bitch, get those butterflies off your face, and you don't really have freckles.
You're also not a panda. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
You're also not a panda.
I don't understand, man. Like, these women, they'll send you some shit, right?
Oh, shit.
They'll get up there on the pages or whatever, and they got their panda, and they like batting their eyes or whatever. I'm like, are you supposed to be into animals after that?
I don't understand. Like, look, man, there is so much about social media that I don't get I don't understand taking that many pictures of yourself. I don't understand taking pictures of yourself and then turning yourself into a panda bear.
Ladies, please fill me in. Like, are y'all going back and looking at these pictures of yourself in another month? Do you care? Like, why?
I mean,
And is it, you know what though? No, fuck that. I want to know, is this shit really turning on your man? Is there dudes out there that's like, man, I really hope she throw on that koala joint today?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
like
way she
that.
eat that eucalyptus leaf, she be nibbling and shit.
Yeah, like that.
Nah, man, come on, bro. That shit is goofy. You look like a child. Like, it's stupid. It's real stupid.
Some people like it. I just don't like. There are. I remember back in the day. You remember when you could go to the gym before, way back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's the dudes that's irritating me.
people taking pictures of themselves in the gym.
That's the corniest shit ever. And don't get me wrong.
I don't get it.
Let me explain something. I know that when I've gotten on my gym G, I might be like, hey, I'm out here getting my run on. I'm trying to get back to me. And I'll take that, and I'm good with it. I'm not doing it for another 15 weeks. I've showed y'all I'm making a change. If you want to follow suit or if it inspires you to do something, cool. But if you're posing in the gym, you're a cornball, bro.
You're taking
period.
12 different pictures of yourself.
Yeah, to find the
to
perfect,
find the one.
the perfect musty picture, because you know they stink.
Oh man!
Like, these are the mustiest photographs you can possibly take of yourself.
Yo.
You standing there stank, leaning on it, and then you ain't even wiping it off, and you're probably holding up somebody just waiting on that machine.
Waiting
Like,
on the
just a whole
fucking
asshole.
machine. So I'm glad you said that shit. I was in the gym and I was waiting on the some leg machine, right? So waiting on his leg machine, and there's a girl who's sitting there, like she was working out a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit back here and do this little calf raise exercise, and I'm just gonna wait till she's done. And I was sitting there like, this bitch ain't work. She ain't working out. Like, she's just sitting in the chair. And I saw her take her ponytail out and start fucking with her hair. Then she start fucking with her hair, pulls her hair down over her shoulders. She go and then I could see she keeps looking around, but she didn't see me looking at her. Right? I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? She's looking around. She goes to put, like, I can see her fucking recording herself on IG. She's trying to find a good time to put her phone on the machine next to her.
Trash.
To record herself doing fucking leg lifts, right?
Trash.
So she goes to put the shit over there. She puts it on this piece of equipment. The phone starts to fall over. She sees it, goes to reach for the phone, and her ass falls on the fucking floor.
Give it up for Karma one time.
And I'm like, that's what you get. Oh, stupid ass. Move.
Goddamn russet.
I'm not even going to help you out, russet.
I hate these fucking russets, man.
I mean, so what are these people doing now that there's no gym?
Man, I thought that these dudes could get no cornier. Because I'm feeling like they're doing it, like trying to show women, yo, I'm in the gym. Russets don't care that you in the gym for real. They might care about the end result, but all that work in between, they don't care about that. They really don't.
Yes.
They really, really don't.
Yeah.
Because I've always felt this way. Dudes work out for other dudes. Dudes don't work out. They're not working out, but, oh, yeah, I'm a be able to bench press, 300, and then this girl in the club gonna holler at me. Like, no, that's not what's happening. They're impressing other men with that.
How much
shit.
you lift, son?
Yeah. How many females have ever asked you how much you bench?
None.
Men have, though, right? As soon as you mention that you go to the gym, they're like, oh, for real? What's your bench?
What you squat, like 450?
Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? I'm gonna be skinny with a dad bod, and I promise single I'll bag your chick. Like, it's dumb.
I work out
It's dumb.
for a different reason. It's neither one of those reasons. In my mind, a situation plays out, and there's a car accident, right?
You gotta bench press the car off you?
No, nigga.
Okay. I was like, oh, here we go.
No, there's a car accident.
No. I know. The fireman comes up. He sees you in the car. He's like, sir, I'm gonna get you out of here. How much do you bench?
No, nigga. No.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
That's a different situation. So.
It's like how porno start.
That's how porno start.
Gay
Oh my
porno.
god, that would be the worst. Oh my god, I can't get out of my head. Oh man. Now I'm stuck in a seatbelt with this guy's gonna take advantage of me. He's got an axe. and
I see
everything.
You, stuck in his car.
So you got those jaws of life?
Oh, no.
Okay. So there's a car accident. All right, I'm not in the car.
You just took yourself out the car.
I
real
was
quick.
never in the
All
car.
right.
I was never in the car. You made that shit up, and I couldn't.
right.
And you made it up, and I couldn't take myself out of the car. I'm like, the seatbelt won't let me. Oh my god. Okay, so there's a car accident. There's a car accident, and I pull up to the car accident. Right. Jump out of the car. There's a damsel. Pull her out of the car. She got a little cut on her leg. I don't have any bandages. Take my shirt off. Boom, boom. Tie her leg up. She's good.
Okay.
Right? You okay? And Rona?
I'm good.
All right.
No Rona.
So, tie her leg. She's good. Then, news crew shows up with the cameras. And I'm out there, hands on hip.
Why your hand always on your hip in a scenario?
It's a hero pose, man. So, hands on hip, sun bouncing off me. Yeah, so I was on the way to Krispy Kreme, saw her car over in this ditch, jumped out, doing some fat shit, right, with muscles.
Yeah.
So, saw her, saved her, now I'm in front of you, hero style. Camera catching me in all my hero-ness. Now, in that situation, I would want to be halfway decent looking body-wise. You don't want to be there doing the fat guy at the beach thing where you got to go into the water with the shirt on.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That's disgusting.
So
I feel like you're making the water dirty when you go in there with your shirt and you fat. Like,
because it's the way the shirt looks when it's sticking to your body.
And it's only wet on the bottom part, like as far as you've gone out.
Like, nigga, I can still see your nipples. What are you doing? Like, this looks worse.
It's wet up to the navel. Yeah, it's gross.
Like,
it's
this looks worse. Everyone that wears your t-shirt to the beach and into the water, that looks worse than you just taking your shirt off. Please.
And the dude that's fat at the beach with no shame, he usually there with a chick.
That's true. Yeah.
So
he
it's
done
like,
impressing.
come on, bro. He don't care no more, and neither does she. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
She fine with him being fat. And that's another thing. Y'all got to stop trying to be all muscle bound, because chicks, they holler, all that, oh, yeah, I ain't messing with no fat dude. And they out here buying weighted blankets now. So they must have wanted something heavy on top of it.
Hey, I'm saying. I mean, they want some kind of, and you don't have to be perfect, but you're right. Like, dudes are going in the gym and are posting these pictures just so other dudes can admire their physique.
That's it, man. That's it. It's a cat on my page, and that's all he posts about is how much he was in the gym. And he lived in California. So now they shut all them shits down. He was the first page I went to.
Oh, to see.
And I could almost and this now, like, man, these lame motherfuckers, bro. I'm sorry. They in their garages, they in their house with like couch cushions on their back doing push-ups.
Oh, come on, man.
I promise, when we get done podding, I'm gonna send you the link.
No, thank you.
Hey, I'm gonna bait that nigga. I'm gonna go to this page and be like, yo, you killing it, bro. Make this shit public. Make this shit public, man.
I saw you doing those tricep dips in that folding chair. That was hard.
Make this shit public so I can show somebody, bro, and I'm gonna tag you so we can laugh. Like, I don't understand the mentality of somebody that needs everybody to see them working out. And you made a good point. I've known you for years, and I know you be in the gym. I've never seen you post about it.
No, never. I mean,
ever. So to me, it's almost like something is fucked up with you in the head that you need people to see that.
I don't know, man. I remember I was living in Houston at one point, and I was leaving the gym, and this is like in 2015, right? So I guess this is fairly kind of still a new thing of people taking like these multiple selfies of them. And I'm walking through the parking lot, and I passed 3 or 4 cars, no shit, with people in the car taking pictures of themselves fresh out of the gym. And if you knew how much, I mean, I don't want to shit on anybody. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. But if you knew how fucking silly you looked, taking a picture of yourself, looking at it, deleting it, taking another picture of yourself, looking at it, deleting it.
You look wild.
Changing your face to take another picture and You look
I don't
like
look
a
mad
fucking
enough.
crazy person.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand it. And I know, like, to each his own, this and that. I'm not knocking nobody for working out. Like, I want to be clear on that. Like,
Oh, yeah,
that's a
do your
great
thing.
thing.
That's great.
You should be making sure that, you know, you don't end up ass out at a Laker game.
Yeah,
So
don't do that.
if you're gonna be doing that shit, like, do it. Why aren't you doing it for you? You know what I'm saying? And I know that people get into their little fitness montages or whatever.
Right.
Even if you make one of those every now and then. But if you need to show people, I'm back in the gym. I'm back in the gym.
Right. It's a lot.
I'd feel corny real fast.
I feel corny for like knowing you. Like, come on. 'Cause I do have friends of mine that I'll tell them like, yo, man, you doing too much. Like, don't do that. Like, don't take that. Okay, it's you've been posting every day for a week now. You can stop it.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm here. I'm your friend. I'm clapping for you. You look great. Stop doing this shit, because that's crazy. That you're absolutely right, man. I have never heard a woman say he's got the body of a Greek god. But
no,
if you watch these sports shows, fucking, you know, the ESPN's NFL Network, all this shit, they talk about a man's physique all the time.
Yeah, they do. And it's other men, right?
Yes.
That's what. See, boom, boom. I'm cracking codes on this podcast, bro.
Hey,
I'm
man.
telling you. And it's not. I know it's not like a gay thing. It's not like anything like
No,
that.
it's just
men
admiration.
Admire other,
Right.
Yeah, men be like, damn, you know, I wish I had biceps like that and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I remember I used to have the Trey Songz, the trigger body. You know what I'm saying? I used to be that guy.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw you post that picture.
Yeah,
Interesting.
you know what I'm saying?
I've known you for a
Somebody-
long time. And I've never.
Somebody photoshopped my face on Trey Songz. And
Somebody did.
I
it.
just-
Somebody.
I know exactly who did it, but I'm not gonna out him.
Okay. Not gonna.
Because I
out him.
appreciate
So, hold up.
her thinking that I was gonna be that. I never quite achieved it.
Never quite amounted to. That's a
No,
high
no.
bar.
You know what? I take that back. When I came back from both deployments when I was active duty, I was solid. But you know, you remember when we first met, I was super skinny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the older I got, like the people that was already gaining weight at 20, they're fat now. And
Right.
now I look good and they're fat now. So
Yeah, that's
like,
different.
I be telling people, like, don't count yourself out because you were skinny growing up. I be telling my son that. I'm like, you know what, son? Yes, you're slim, but your metabolism's going to slow down and you're going to look normal.
Right.
You're going to be the dude that looks like you've been working out all your life.
Life comes at you fast.
Yeah.
There was a time where I was just trying to be, so like I said before, I'm 5'7", right? And I'm walking around just trying to be as diesel as possible. And at one time, I want to say I was like 195. And I ran into my uncle, who is, just somebody who, he's like an older guy that's always gone outside to run his 5 miles every morning. Like that's his fitness. I'm going to go outside every day, every morning, run my 5 miles and then come back home. So
Applaud that.
That's crazy. So he
Yeah.
He comes back. Well, I run to him and we're talking and he's like, damn, what you doing? Like, you swole. I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to get big, right? That's all I was trying to do, is trying to get bigger, right? So he's like, why? He's like, how much do you weigh? I said like 195. He says, when are you going to like stop? And I said, when I hit like 200. He's like,
Nobody had posed that question to you that way, right?
Right. No, like, he's like, when are you going to stop? So, no way, nobody ever say anything to me about, because they look at me thinking, okay, I probably shouldn't say anything to him about whatever he's doing because this dude's 5'7", he's 195. He's walking around looking like a fucking fire hydrant, right? So,
Right.
so he says to me, why 200? I said, I don't know. He says, you don't play strong safety for anybody, right? I said, no.
Right.
He said, so what's the point of you doing that? And I was like, well, I don't know, man. So, which I knew the reason why, but I didn't want to tell him that because it was kind of like embarrassing, which I'll tell in a second. So
I was gonna say, what is that?
He says, when you get older, this is going to be hard on your knees. Like, this is going to hurt you. I took a PT test, maybe the
Physical
next month.
fitness test.
Yeah, I'm
That's,
sorry.
Air
I'm sorry.
Force terminology
People who don't
there.
know. Military physical training, whatever test, right? So
Yeah.
I take that test. Bro, when I tell you, we have to run 1.5 miles. When I tell you I ran that 1.5 miles and I thought I was going to fucking die.
All you was doing was lifting, but you weren't doing no cardio.
No cardio. Got all this weight on me, and man, I thought I was going to pass out. I laid in the grass for like 30 minutes.
Man, that's the wrong thing to do when you finish running too. So you was trying to die.
Yo, I was like, let me just go over here and lay on this patch of grass. I didn't want like people were checking on me. Hey man, you okay? Yeah.
He was probably looking like Puff Daddy off the motorcycle and shit, laying in the street.
Laying in the street with my PT, with my blue suit on. It was rough, man. It was rough. But no, the reason I started working out like that was because when I was younger, I was like I had a weird, I don't know if you want to call it a growth spurt, but when I graduated from high school and went to college, I was like 5'2", 5'3", like 145, right? Maybe 135. Yep. And when I was younger in high school, not to blow my horn, I was dating a bad motherfucker, right?
Okay.
People would try me. People would try me because they like
you're short for a guy.
Yeah.
Is what most women would say.
Yeah, that's what the averages say. Like 5'9" is the average height for a man. So
yeah, I'm 5'9" and I feel short.
So. Oh yeah, like especially with the shit they put in the food now. You run to like a 13-year-old now, he's like 5'8". You like, damn, what the hell? So
my son came around the corner in the middle of the night. I almost knocked him on his goddamn ass. Like, he tall as shit. I thought it was a grown ass man in my house.
Making a big ass sandwich and shit.
Man, big ass peanut. That's a man peanut butter and jelly.
Yo, so I noticed when I got in the military, right, is when I started getting bigger. Because when I was younger, people would try me. Like, they would holler at my girl in front of me, like, passing by.
Oh, see.
But I noticed after I got in the military, when I started putting weight on and getting a little more swole, people talk to me different.
Yeah. Was she taller than you?
No, she was like 5. She's probably like 5'5", 5'2".
Okay, fun size. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's fun size one. So she's super sized now. God damn.
Oh, not to make you cry.
It'd be like that sometimes, you know. But
yeah.
But I noticed after I started putting on weight, people treat you different. Like people, here's the thing. Like whenever I don't want to have any altercations, I've had enough of them in my life. But I want to be a certain size where people think about that shit. Like I want to fuck with him, but he looks like he could probably put me on my neck. And I don't want to get embarrassed like that. I just want you to fucking I want to be a certain size where people see me and be like, I don't think I want that problem. Like, I don't know what he could do with his hands, but I just don't want to find out. That's all I want.
But check it out, though. Again, why did you do it? You did it for men.
Exactly, yeah.
You did it because other men, we all got an ego. Mm-hmm. All men have an ego. Whether they say it or not, we all have to kind of size each other up on sight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In a room of men, you kind of see where the pecking order is. And I hate that we do it, but it's just some shit that men got to address as a whole. But I've always felt that way. Just like I was talking on the other pod, I knew that I could be funnier than the dude that was, super handsome to a chick.
Right.
And it would turn her attention real quick. If you knew, all right, I'm already on a deficit because, I'm 5'5". Mm-hmm. So, well, you 5'5" in my head. I know you 5'7". But, you got to go ahead and make sure that you got something going on that makes them go, well, yo, he like heavy in the gym like that. Okay.
For sure.
In your mind. Even if she won't doing that, that's how you felt. Walking through the club, I can see you're the shorter guy walking through the crowd. Dudes is looking down at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
So once you start, like, if you're 5, like, you can't be, and like I said, I had a weird growth spurt in the military where I grew 4 inches, right? So after the age of like 21, and that's not supposed to happen, but thank God it did. Just thank God I got those 4 inches. Right?
5'3" to 5'7"?
Man. So once you find out people start treating you differently, you kind of like, okay, well, that's where I need to be. And once I got there, I wanted to have more of that. Then it became more of a respect thing. Like, let me get bigger. Like, the bigger I get, the more respect I'll get, which is stupid. But that's just how people fucking think.
That's
like,
how you feel.
Once the attitude has changed, or the attitudes towards you have changed, now you're thinking, how can I add to this? Like, it's kind of like, I guess it'll be like a woman getting injections, right? Like, you got a flat ass. You get some implants.
Oh, okay, but she switch it up on you. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you get more
is
attention.
different.
You get more attention. People start treating you different. Then you're like, okay, well, let me do something else to myself. And you do something else. You go from a A cup to a C. Now you're getting more attention. So now that you get kind of caught up in that mentality of doing this shit for other people instead of doing this shit for yourself.
I think that's how it turns into a drug for females. I mean, for dudes too. Yeah. You know, the gym turns into a drug.
Steroids, HGH.
Yeah. You know, I had a good little spurt where I was in the gym heavy and I was trying to up like my bench press and this and that. And I'd make sure I came home and did like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, hit the run, go to the gym, lift, hit the bench, all that sort of thing. And I did notice a change in how I was perceived and even my posture. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Once you're going in the gym and things like that. And it's a great thing. But at the same time, I didn't need to use it because I was already confident in myself. And that wasn't an easy thing to do. Like, the Sam that I am now wasn't confident like that when I was in school. I was super skinny. I was like, girls don't want to talk to me, this and that. And I had to grow in to be comfortable in myself. And it took time. But because the muscle thing happened later, I didn't feel like I needed it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The dudes that were super popular when I was in school that was playing basketball and they was tall and they was athletic and this and that, they still trying to hold on to that shit. And it's leaving them because they getting older.
Well, you know, the funny thing about that is, and this is kind of like, I have a theory about like real tall niggas being lame. Right?
Please expound on this one.
I have a theory about.
I want that on a T-shirt.
I have a theory.
Is lame.
Because here's a theory, right? Here's a theory about it, or the hypothesis for all you fucking science geeks out there. So, when you're short, me in high school, when you're skinny, you in high school, you have to develop a certain set of skills. In order for people to want to talk to you, girls to notice you, people just want to be around you in general, because you are not the most attractive, most genetically gifted person walking around that place, right?
Right.
Back to what we were talking about in the second episode, or the first one, whichever one it was, about tall, dark, and handsome being the standard for a long time. Women wanted the tall, handsome guy who played the sport, the basketball captain, the team captain for the football team captain, that kind of thing. So in order to swim in this pool, right, with these sharks, you had to develop something that can make you attractive. Sense of humor, charm, things like that, to make women want to be around you rather than be around someone else. To make people in general want to be around you rather than be around
you couldn't depend on your power. Your power was meat. You didn't have it.
Right. So if you're tall, you didn't need to develop any of that shit.
You never have to have a personality.
Ever. All
you got to do is hover.
If you're tall and good looking, you didn't have to do shit. Women just came to you because you were taller than everybody else, so you were more handsome. You didn't have to learn how to be funny. You didn't have to learn how to be charming, how to be nice to people, opening doors and shit like that. Like how to use like general just manners. Because people
That's
just
why
thought.
A lot of these...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, people gravitated towards you. You didn't have to like be somewhere and to turn into the gravity. Like you didn't have to. Like you had to make people stay around you. If you're tall, people just come around you. So it's different. That's why I say like most people I know a lot of people, tall people, fucking short people. I'll tell you the people that are like 5'9" and under, like maybe 5'10" and under, those are the most entertaining motherfuckers to be around.
Yep. Because they had to be. And even if they're super chill, like in a party setting, the tall dude is usually the wallflower.
Yeah.
In my experience. And even if they're not, it's usually because they're already with somebody. But as soon as that chick realizes he ain't got no personality, they're going to see what's up with the short dude.
Yeah.
And now the tall dude gets to look down. They're like, where they going?
Yeah,
they going?
Throw on some ass, figure out he ain't funny and he can't fuck. So it's like, okay, well, I should have fucked with this dude over here.
Because it's too much leg in the bed. See, I love it when my points come back.
Too much leg in the bed. Okay,
that's it.
I think it's different. I'm not gonna get into the anatomy of sex with a tall nigga. So, but like, have you heard, like, watch basketball interviews? Everybody in the league is like 6'3" and up.
Shit, 6'3" is a midget.
None of these motherfuckers are entertaining.
Nah.
They're all cornballs.
No.
They're all cornballs, except for like maybe Shaq. And
it's your third triple-double. How do you feel about the game? Well, we came out, we played good.
They're lame, man.
I came out, and I just thank God that I'm here to do what we came to do, and in the great state or city, and you know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right, man.
And then immediately you'll see the sportscaster looking at them trying to smile like this is the worst conversation I've ever had.
Bruh, you hear these tall motherfuckers talking, and you're like, you're not. And even when they're trying to be funny, you remember Chris Bosh trying to be funny?
Oh my God!
And like, dog, you're not. You are lame. Go away.
Bosh was a little almondy too, though. So
yeah, he's sweet.
He would make them zesty faces. He'd be like, "What's going on right here?"
He was sweet. He's a sweet guy. So
I remember for a while we would say no Bosh.
Oh, come on, man.
He ain't even gay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, bro. We can't be doing him like that. He said, we don't know. We don't know.
Do we? Come on, man. We know.
He just had a sweet face. He had a confectioner sugar face. So it was hard not to. It's hard not to think that he might be, and it was just turned into no Bosh. But we've had like no Bosh. We've had no Ellen. Like
funnel cake face, motherfucker. Oh, confectioner sugar. Okay.
You know that thing that they sift the sugar on top of the funnel cake.
Oh, that little.
The carnival, they shake it twice.
Like, okay, give it like, yeah. So tall niggas is lame. Sorry. Not all tall niggas is lame, but most of y'all
is trash.
Y'all ain't funny or nothing. People just have you around because people have a tall nigga around just so the ladies come over and they just kind of like just grab them on the way over, like just pick them off, intercept them on the way to the tall nigga.
Man, friend of the show, Exhale in the group. Mm-hmm. He is like 5'5" legit.
Oh, for real?
But he the coolest, funniest cat I've ever been around, and multi-talented out the ass.
You gotta be. I tell you, man, when you're short, man, you gotta prove yourself. Like I don't know all these women out here talking about you gotta be smarter, faster, stronger than the man to get a promotion. Try being a short guy.
Yeah, try being a short dude. Man, preach. You podding now. You podding like a motherfucker now.
It's just different.
That is the truth. That is the truth. And I'm telling you, he got 10 times the personality of a tall nigga. I'm pretty sure he got his pick when he wants to. Just for the simple fact, he had to learn how to have a legitimate conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's simple fucking fundies. You know what I'm saying?
It's different, man.
It's wild. It's wild. So, yeah, they lame. They lame on their internet pages and all of that. They sitting there liking these females 50 pictures in the same pose. Right. And hoping they bite. And I guess more likely they will, because why else would they be taking 50 pictures of them doing the same thing? But
let's get on that for a second. Like, would you
get on what?
Could you date like a social media whore? I know. A social media whore. Okay.
Okay. You don't mean like a whore?
No,
like
no.
She
ain't
sucking dicks on random.
Nah, she ain't catching the $40. Nothing like that.
Okay. That's market
just like
price.
Someone. It's a market price. What?
It's market price. It's like going to, you go to Red Lobster, they be like, hey, it's market price for the lobster right now is what it is.
I was just thinking that, like, well, put the price here. How much is it? Okay.
$40. I don't set these prices. It's a pandemic right now. Should be like 30.
Hey.
So, but a social media whore. Like, you mean like the chicks that
they're on there all the time. I follow
some females that are up there all day, every day. Every single time something is posted, they Johnny on the spot. That honestly, that makes me feel like you don't have shit to do. Mm-hmm. And don't take it wrong, I'm up there a lot, but as a comic, especially now, like this is if there's a comic you love, please support them right now, because we literally can't work in that arena.
Right.
I'm up there a lot, and the females that I see on everybody's shit, I'm like, she ain't got no fucking job. She ain't got no hobbies. She ain't got no dishes to wash. And I don't mean that in a misogynistic way. I mean that in a you don't have nothing else to do in life. Are you, especially if I know you got kids and shit, but you just on your phone. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, but are you saying like if that's how I met her? Because
I'm trying
don't get me
okay,
wrong.
not like that.
Some
not like
of
that.
them. Okay,
I mean,
yeah. Tell me. I guess I don't understand what you're saying.
I mean, if let's say you meet her, right? You meet her out
in person.
Yeah, you meet her in person, right? You meet her
Okay.
at what's that Virginia grocery store y'all niggas got? Rouse's, Roose's.
Like Food Lion or some shit.
Yeah, you meet her at Farm Fresh, right? I remember
right.
that. You go meet her at Farm Fresh, right? And everything's cool. You hit it off, and then you guys go on a date. And she's like, "Hey, take a," and you see her with her phone, like doing the IG live thing, not IG live or whatever the fuck. I'm not sure how it works, but taking a picture, putting on social media of her martini you just bought her, right?
Okay.
Post the food up. Then you guys go out and you guys go to, let's say you go on a little walk to some garden, and she says, "Hey, can you take my picture over here?" And you're like, "Oh, okay, cool." You take the picture. She looks at it. "Can you take another one?"
Okay, I see where you're going.
Okay, cool. She looks at it. "Okay, one more, but I'm gonna do a different post." Okay, cool. She posts that, right? So let's say you follow her on IG or whatever, and you go through this and you see she's posting every step of the date on her page, and then you start going through and doing some investigating, and then you see she just gets down, like she's always posting the random Coke can or the random fucking bag in the wind blowing around, like.
If she's the only way that I think I would accept that is if I know she's legitimately trying to be a model, or if she's genuinely into photography.
Okay, I think that's okay. That's
You know what I'm
different.
saying?
That's different.
Oh, okay. Now I think the ones that just want pictures of them to be up, it would make me start to wonder: do you just want attention from other men? What is it about the internet that you need that validation from so badly? Unless it's a career. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's females that make thousands of dollars just posting pictures.
Right.
But if I'm with you, I know whether or not you're one of those russets. Off top.
Right.
Odds are, 9 times out of 10, they're not those women. I mean, it's just what it is. A lot of them are just taking pictures. That would get on my nerves after a while. I think I'm not the type of dude that would be just sitting wanting to take pictures of you in the park right now, and just so you can post them so other dudes can heart your pictures. And I know they in your DMs because dudes is like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what are you doing? What's the purpose? And then you're not going back to look at these 20, 30 pictures. Now, the only thing I'll say is if you meet her, like let's say you meet the chick, you see something online, you think it's cute, you're like, all right, I'm about to try and check this out, see what she's about. And she already got 10,000 followers. You're not going to change her, bruh.
Yeah. You got to live with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if you met her on IG, it's like kind of meeting a strip at the strip club and then saying, "Hey, I don't want you to go strip anymore."
Yeah, you done fucked up.
Right.
You know, you need to go listen to some T-Pain and figure your life out. Like, that's all you can do.
Who was that nigga that was always rapping about trying to save these girls? Oh, that was Life Jennings. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Took a little trip in my mind there. He's out there trying to cock block everybody.
Tricking hard.
Hey, yo, you. Nigga, shut up.
Hey, yo, you.
No, you.
You hold on to him.
Life Jennings. Get out of here.
He talked for 30 seconds before every song. But yeah, man.
Don't
like,
give him no draws. He ain't worth it, queen.
If you meet her that way, that's what it's gonna be. Like if I was single tomorrow and a chick was like, "You're always on Facebook telling jokes," I'm like, "Well, bitch, you met a comedian." I mean, sorry. So that's a different thing. If y'all get together and then she turns into that, I think you got like a leg to stand on as far as the argument goes. Maybe.
No, it's just interesting. I mean, I've always thought about being with someone like that. Like that's a different. I think you put a curve on it. You put a spin on it for me. If she was genuinely just into like photography, that would be different. If I go through her page and I see that she's taking pictures of the fucking Golden Gate Bridge and all this other stuff, like all these manatees and shit, I would understand that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's just what she's into.
I could accept that.
But if it's just her,
here's another thing though. What, like you said, if it's just her, if y'all are in this scenario, are y'all like a couple, or are y'all just dating? And not exclusive.
Ooh.
Okay, let's go with exclusive.
I would say, yeah, okay.
Let's go with exclusive. I think. Well, no. Let me ask you. How would you feel if she was doing all of that and you were never on the pictures with her?
Ooh, we had to have a conversation about that.
Because think about it. She's always putting you behind the camera.
Yeah, yeah.
In your scenario, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, a smarter person would be like, well, who's taking the picture? Which, of course, she can lie and be like, oh, it's on a tripod. And a stupid dude that wants to believe it will be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She got a 6'2" tripod.
Right. Oh, lame ass tripod.
Yeah, she carries with her to the park. You know what I'm saying? And it casts a shadow. So, if you're doing that and you're never in any of her pictures, you're probably getting played.
That'd be wild, though. I don't know. I just can't. If I already think that you sitting in the car taking pictures of yourself looks crazy, I can't be there looking crazy with you taking the pictures over and over again. Like I don't. That's just so. What's the word? Vain. Like I can't stand like that quality in someone. Is just something that I just can't deal with. Constantly seeking the attention and validation of other people that you don't even fucking know.
That's the world now, though. It's run by likes. It's run by likes. I was trying to keep my boy off of social media for the longest because I knew. I was like, look, you're going to get on and you're going to think you're going to take some amazing picture and you're going to get 2 likes and you're going to be broken. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fall all to pieces because somebody didn't like that shot that you took. That's great, but that's just not how social media works when you first start. So people are chasing that validation in school and it affects them differently. We come up from a generation that didn't have none of that. Just so y'all know, the club is trash for y'all. If you're younger listening, the club scene is 50 people with their phone in the air. Yeah. There were no phones in the club when we went. So you know what? You could do your dirt in the privacy of your own freakiness. Real shit. When you talk to somebody in the parking lot, she could have been busted. And it could have been that, well, you know what? Ain't nobody else coming out. Let me see what's up.
Right.
Nobody's ever going to know. Now, somebody might be like, oh, shit, Marcus over there bagging that Ugamo that we saw in the corner. She looked like a shark.
Oh, no. Trust me. I got a picture of you. Like a shark. I got plenty of blackmail pictures of my friends being drunk, hollering at some dump truck. I got it. I got it.
But you have it, though.
Yeah. I got it.
It's not for public consumption.
Nah, it's for, go ahead, like, for when people try to get spicy on the text. I got to shoot them that picture like, are you sure you want to talk to me like that, bro? Because, I got this right here in the tuck.
Right. Like, people keep whole folders now just waiting on you to slip up online. So, like, it's wild. And now, y'all lame as shit. Everybody's sitting in VIP. Ain't nobody even dancing no more.
I went to a club in L.A. I want to say it was July, last July. I went to a club in L.A. And we're up in.
I'm sorry?
I'm not going to say who I was with, right? But they're in the industry, right? Movie industry.
Protect the innocent,
right.
Yeah.
They're in the movie industry, right? So the way I get in is through the VIP kind of way. While you're sitting there at the front waiting on people. The people got the clipboard and somebody comes down and says, hey, they're with me. And we move past all these people and go inside. We go inside, go straight to the stairs, go right upstairs to the VIP section. And I look over the railing and I have a drink in my hand and I see his flashlight flashing in my peripheral. So I'm like, who the fuck is that? Security or bouncers. Hey, you can't have your drink over the rail. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't do that. I get it though. I'm looking down at the crowd and it's people standing around or sitting on sofas. Music's playing.
See?
Nobody's moving.
So was it that they didn't want you to accidentally drop your
I think
drink on somebody?
Right. It's probably a liability for me to have my drink over the rail and it fall and hit some girl and knock her wig off and now it's a thing. But no, but
off top, assume the girl below you ain't got no hair.
Off the top, assume that shit is stitched into her scalp. So, that's when I realized that the club scene isn't what it used to be. Like before, I guarantee you, in this club, if they would have played Back That Ass Up, nobody would have moved.
You're right.
But in our generation, you play Back That Ass Up, everybody's moving.
Everybody's running to the dance floor. You know what they do now? They go, yo, this is my song, and they hold up their phone and show everybody sitting around that bottle because they ain't leaving that bottle. Somebody gonna take that hoe.
Bruh. Oh yeah. My nigga. Where was I at? God, I was in a bar. I think it was maybe last week or week before. I was in a bar, and it was kind of a loungy bar, right? And these girls were sitting at the bar drinking. I see them get up, because I told you before, I go to the bar, sit around sometimes. I'm just a people watcher, just to see what people are doing.
Right.
And I see these 3 girls who weren't doing anything. This song comes on. They get up, they run to a little area in the corner. They're dancing in the corner with their phones up like they're having a fucking blast. Right? The girl ends the video. They go sit the fuck back down at the bar. What the fuck are you doing?
Come on, man. Come on.
I don't know, man.
You pay all of that money to do that?
Yeah, it's
like, what's the point? It's a status thing now. It's a status thing now.
It's crazy.
We was going to literally have a good time, and now it's where can I be seen at in here? Especially in LA. When you said you went to a club in LA, I was like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It was different, man. It was different. So let's move on. Let's move on. I want to ask you a question because you kind of brought up. We talked about social media, and it rung a bell in my mind. And
okay,
most people are reconnecting through social media, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, do you think you're ever, if you're in a relationship, right? Are you ever at a point, if you're in a relationship, that is it a certain age or a certain time where it's not cool for you to make new friends of the opposite sex?
Oh man, that 100% depends on the female you with.
Yeah.
But I do think that after a while, it looks a little funny if a chick just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my best female friend, like I've been friends with her like long before I met anybody. Mm-hmm. So it was like, all right, she's kind of grandfathered in. But if like some new bad bitch pop up, it's questions off top. You know what I'm saying?
Some new bad bitch.
Well, no, like real shit. If you meet a new ugly friend,
that's okay.
Of the opposite sex, I don't think that your chick trip is fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, hey, what y'all doing later, man? Y'all going to put some shingles on the house? Like, what you doing?
Yeah.
What you doing with her? You know, but if she cute at all, or if she has any of the, you know, things that your chick knows that you like about her, that's going to be a problem.
Well, let's do it like this, though.
I think,
like, okay, let's say your girl comes back home and she says something like that sounds like, yeah, you know Kyle. Yeah, he's a friend of mine. And you're like, Kyle? Mm-hmm. I'm like, who the fuck is Kyle?
Choke the shit out of Kyle.
And
like, hey, how tall is he? How tall is he right now? He a tallie? He a tallie?
Oh man, so he a tallie. Oh man. So choke the shit out of Kyle. It's funny. So she's like, no, he's a friend of mine. And you're like, no, I never met. I know your friends. We've been together for 5 years. I know your friends, right? Who is this dude? He's a new friend of mine. Is that okay? Because to me personally, I can't remember the last time I made a new friend, right? We're in our mid-30s, right? I can't remember the last time I made a new friend.
Well, friend is strong ass word, too. And some people use that shit hella loose. So, yeah, you can vibe with somebody. You know what? A good example of a female friend I made, like, way after the fact is this chick in New York. She's going to be on the pod one day, Monet. Founder of Pretty and Conscious out there. She's doing things in the black community.
Shout out.
You. I consider her a female friend of mine.
Okay.
And I met her when I went to do some gigs in New York. Well, I knew her way before, but I finally met her in person when I went to New York. Mm-hmm. I met her on Facebook, though. And she's somebody I would genuinely consider to be a friend. And I don't think that any tension really ever came of it that I know of. Maybe I should ask that question later. But, yeah, that for whatever reason, that one just kind of fit in like a peg. I think the out ones come depending on what she says to you via social media, on the phone, how you interact with each other. Because you can give off them we fucking vibes.
Right. Easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, real easy. Especially if the chemistry is just there. Like, sometimes you meet somebody at work and they're the opposite sex and y'all just vibe like that. But I'm gonna be honest. I might be that dude. If she come home with Kyle, I'm gonna be like, "Who the fuck is Kyle, and why he ain't left yet?"
But that's just a different thing. It's just
Maybe it is.
and
Maybe I'm a
that's
jerk.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm a jerk.
Maybe.
I mean,
I'll be that.
It's weird though. To me, it's weird. Like, how can
Not
you
doing it.
be older and then like develop a connection like that to somebody that of the opposite sex? Because I feel like when you hit a certain age, you only want that relationship with the opposite sex for a different reason. Like, I don't mean associate. I mean a friend. Like, I mean, it's just hard to understand. Well, let me back up because I sound like an idiot right now. Social media, people are reconnecting through that shit. How
Right.
are you making like these new friends? People are saying that we're friends on social media because it's like you're on the friends list and that's a friend of mine or whatever.
Oh yeah, I got like 5,000, and I probably talked to about 300 of y'all. But it happens organically. Like, there's some people that you're just gonna be able to have a conversation with. I think one of the things social media did was give us way too much access to people's thoughts and feelings, and you find out real quick a lot of people's real stupid. You know, like I was in the same class with this cat, and he can't put a sentence together to save his life.
Right.
Or females that you talk to way down the line, and you're like, shit, I dodged a bullet. Like, she's a space cadet. Who knew?
Yeah.
You know,
And
who knew?
But it kind of came up in the it didn't kind of come up. I think you posed this question yesterday in the group, like who on your friends list. What would you say? Who on your friends list are you trying to fuck, or would you fuck anybody on your friends list? That's how you said it, right?
Yeah, and I don't care what your relationship status is. When I posted it, I wanted to see who was gonna be honest, because
Right.
you can't tell me that everybody's first impression of somebody is what they look like. Fuck all that. Oh, they got a nice personality, they got a nice smile. You see them, you go, yeah, they get it. I think men and women do that. Off top, like, so you can't tell me it ain't somebody that you like. Goddamn, if I could, you know, I definitely see what's up with that.
Are you asking me?
Regardless of, I think everybody does that, is what I'm saying.
No,
You
no.
don't? Would you disagree?
I'm flipping through my friends list, and well, in
He's
my
shopping right now.
in my head, I'm window shopping. I think a lot of times there are like you said, people, you see somebody and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, like I'll knock that down, right?
Yeah.
But I think people will reveal themselves after a while, and you're like, I wouldn't fuck with her. She's way too whatever on social media.
Oh yeah.
Like she's cute, but she's also like way too much of a Bible thumper. Like she gives horrible head. I don't even gotta try.
Any of it. Like the gift and the curse of that social media thing is you could meet a chick in the mall or at the club or wherever back in the day, and you didn't have access to all of the shit she thought about the previous week.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
you can go meet a girl and then add her and scroll back and see all she posts is all men is this, and oh, these dudes that act like this, and I don't need a man for, and you're like, oh, okay, this is the problem I'm gonna inherit if I
Yeah.
continue this thing.
Yeah.
You know, so and real shit, a lot of y'all ladies, you probably posted, 3 memes too many, and dude just didn't want to talk to you no more.
Yeah, seriously. Like on your sixth real man post, he was like, you know what?
All right, cool. Yeah. Because what you're doing is, especially the ones that like to do the all men thing, all men are this, all men are that. And they're like, oh, okay, so you got it all figured out. Good job. Have fun working at finish line.
Got it.
Like, I'll see you when I need to pick up the new J's that come out. That's it.
Yeah, slide me that raffle ticket.
That's it. So
I just think it's different nowadays. Like when you bring people around, when you're bringing people around you, and you're calling them a friend of yours, it's just so easy to not know who somebody is, and they slide into your DMs or her DMs or whatever, or his DMs, and I think, I don't know, it's just hard for me to be. I think I would feel weird. I'm gonna keep it 100. I think I would feel weird if my girl came home and was like, "Hey, I met this new guy. He's a good friend of mine." I'm like,
online. Yeah,
I think period. Like whether it was online, whether it's a guy that they work with. Yeah, me and so and so are gonna go to a happy hour. You and who? You and Jake are gonna go to happy hour? Like, so
I'm gonna take it to the same one that I said earlier, and it just like with the female, and if she's trying to be a photographer, yada yada. I would say if she's in a line of work that requires her to be social, I could see her meeting new people, but you still ain't going to the bar with this cat.
That's what she says.
That's an intimate thing.
She says
that's an intimate
that's
thing.
a friend of mine. Like, because I know I've had this conversation with a few women where they'll go to not the work happy hour, but they'll go and have a drink or something with a coworker, a guy they work with, and it's like, yeah, I want to go have a drink with so and so.
Shit.
And I'm like,
shit.
What? So you left
better put
work?
an S on that motherfucker. Better be plural. Where the rest of them at?
And
This ain't a 2-man office.
And it's like, and your man is cool with that? Well, you know,
That's rare.
It's not something. Wait, no. It's not something that I really disclose. Like, I'll tell him it's like a work happy hour thing, and it is kind of that. We both work together, and we're going to happy hour together. And
It just happens to be that it's them too.
He's just a friend of mine. I'm like, I've heard it a few times, and I'm thinking there ain't no way I'll be okay with that.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this would be a good one to ask a female about when she's on the show.
Absolutely.
But I think that there's definitely a double standard in that. Mm-hmm. And ladies listening, I openly acknowledge it's a double standard. Because men will make, especially if you're just a cool dude, like me and Marcus said, if you at work, you always been a deficit. I know that them tall, arabesque, dark ones is still there. But they know that they can come talk to me, and I'm going to either make them laugh or we're going to be able to have a conversation. Because I don't just have to stand there and be pretty. I got a perfect dad bod. That ain't going to work.
Right.
So I end up becoming cool with a lot of females at work really fast. Mm-hmm. Just like in high school. I was cool with like the baddest female there. I wasn't with her, but we was super tight. And dudes would be hating. Now, why is she taking him home? Because you know what? We're going to talk on the way home. You're not just sitting there with the window slightly rolled down trying to let it ruffle your shirt, you know?
You like this song?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I bought this today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I could take the face off this radio.
No, hell no. I hated them niggas.
But
radio in their pocket. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that whole type of the way people meet is different
being
from
cool,
a male and female. And women got these stereotypes that work on their end, and the stereotypes that work for us, that's one of them. And I already know I'm wrong. And I'm fine with that.
I don't think
I'm
you're wrong. I don't think that's a double standard. You being cool at work with somebody is different than you being cool at work with somebody, then going and have a drink with them afterwards.
Nah. Okay, no. What I mean by it's a double standard, and I know I'm wrong, is to say that it's okay for me to be cool with the females and for women to not be. It's a double standard. It's 100% a double standard. Now, yeah, I haven't met any females at work that I'm like, oh, yeah, we're going to go have a drink after, unless it's a group thing. That, to me, would raise a red flag in any relationship. Or it should. I don't know. Man, I know some people don't give a fuck. I know some people are that's probably working for them, and they think that that's cool. You know, me being in comedy even, if I go from city to city and I'm doing shows, I might meet somebody that I was in high school with.
Right.
You know, when I go to Virginia, it's most people that I went to high school with. I've had shows and it'd be like 5, 6 exes in there.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm cool with most of my exes except for the crazy russes.
Do they boo you?
Nah. I'm cool with them. I have very good relationships with, I want to say 90% of my exes.
How many you got, nigga? 90%.
Yeah, my average a little high, you know what I'm saying? Now, when I say wait. When I say ex-girlfriends, I'm talking about them 2 weekers from like middle school. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Oh, you count.
Yeah.
They all go in the same bucket. I got you.
Yeah, if I ever dated them, if we were ever considered each other boyfriend, girlfriend, and we just cool now because it was fucking 30 years ago, yeah, they like, you know, I'm supporting what you're doing. Half of them married now.
Right.
Half of them divorced. The other, other outliers is... Anyway, so yeah.
So I
My brain said, "Don't finish that sentence, bro."
I gave you space.
I know. I thought your eyes get big.
I gave you
don't
space.
do it.
So
no, don't do it.
No, it's just I'm sorry. Do people still use girlfriend or boyfriend? Are we still doing that? Or is that over?
I think people just be fucking now.
Like, nah, we cool.
They just meet and be like, "So what's up, yo?"
Yeah. So what
we doing,
are we
man?
a thing? Are we a thing? Or what's going on?
I didn't click like on like 28 of your pictures. Like, what's real?
Oh yeah, you mines now.
You know what I'm saying? Send a little eyes. You know, the little eye emoji where they just looking to the side.
That's something that, man, I'm not gonna say nothing about that, man.
You already know what that is.
Yeah, I know.
You already know.
I know.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't know, man, with social media, and that's one reason why I don't really fuck with it a lot. Of course, I go in our group and I'll interact with our people.
Yeah.
But like even like on my main page, IG, Facebook, I don't really do a lot of that shit, man, because a lot of times I'll get on there and I'll look around a little bit and I'm just thinking, man, this is not even as fun as it used to be. Like everyone is trying to put out a perception of themselves, of being like everyone's trying to make themselves out to be some kind of representative of something.
It's always been that though.
Nah.
It's always been.
At one point, we was clowning. We was just clowning. We was clowning before. Like when Facebook hit the streets and everybody could get on that shit in like 2008.
When they like, it was like exclusive to colleges at first, right?
At first, and then in 08, 09, around there, they made it so everyone could get on it. People, go back down through your history, down through your timeline, however you get back to that, and go back to the beginning of when you first got on Facebook, and tell me that shit wasn't litty titty.
You're right. Everybody was just trying to have fun. Now it's all political statements, and I stand for this, and I don't agree with you there. You know what the thing I hate the most is that person that it'll be a clear joke, and somebody comes through with the logic.
Yeah, like come on, you don't
the clear logic. I posted in the I know we keep talking about the Facebook fan group because y'all need to join that shit. Fuck y'all. So
true.
I posted a picture of like a broken dildo, and I was like, "Damn, this is what y'all doing in the quarantine?"
Oh yeah,
chill, man? Right? And like 4 or 5 comments down, somebody goes, "It's a candle."
It's a candle. It was like, oh man,
it's like you russet.
Why'd you just you urinated all over the joke? Of course,
nobody cares that it's just a. Of course. Like, thank you, Captain Obvious. Now go back to the other side of the room where all the lame motherfuckers
don't
is.
Do that. Don't.
If any thread you're on that somebody posts a clear joke and you decide to politicize it or take all of the fun out of it, I think everybody in that thread should delete and block you.
No, don't do that.
That's
don't
the
do
fair.
That.
No. I mean, mentally.
Look, people, he's getting cabin fever. He's been inside for a long time.
I have been,
He's getting a little irate.
I came home today knowing I was gonna be in the house, and I like stood in the mirror and shaved my head like a psychopath.
Oh, taxi driver now. Give yourself like a little mohawk.
I know. When you first cutting it, you got to put a little design, put the Acorn Projects in the back of your head. And,
okay. I got you.
Don't go outside with that shit though. You saw what happened to set it off, but.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I did. I came home. I wanted the baldy again. I was like, let me try and look cute for me since I'm just around here.
Look cute for me.
I didn't take 50 pictures of myself and post it or nothing like that.
That's how you know That's how you know you're really looking bad when you like. Let me do something about this shit. Like you look at yourself oh no, man.
I looked in the mirror. I felt like Claude and Ray. I'm 85-year-old, Claude.
Like, yo, let me cut this shit down. This unibrow is getting out of control. Let me fucking do something about that.
It had to go, bro. Like I like the bald head on me. I feel like I'm one of them fine wine agent type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn, but I was like, I got to do something about this head right now because all the barbershops is closed. I miss my barber, bro. I do.
Oh, do you now?
You don't miss your barber when you don't go for a while?
Nah.
You get to sit in the chair. You get to have like a real talk conversation with him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't talk to my barber.
Oh, you just sit in the chair like you hard.
Like we don't say hard, and we talking about barber shit in the same.
Pause. No bosh.
No, yeah. The barber I go to, he's a younger dude, and we'll chop it up a little bit. But I'm not trying to have like a full out conversation with my barber because
I'm tight with mine.
It turned I don't it's he want to talk about I got some SpongeBob memes on my phone. I'm gonna show you when we done. I'm like, no, I'm cool on the SpongeBob memes. Thank you, bro. But he's a younger dude, so he's just He just trying to chop it. I'm gonna tip you regardless, man. We ain't gonna have a conversation. Just point me towards the TV. We could talk about what's on TV a little bit, and then here you go, man.
Mine's a younger cat too, but I like people. I like seeing what make people tick. You know, as much as like we was talking about having access to people's minds on the internet, some of them you gravitate towards, others you don't. With him, he's a younger cat, but he's also a pastor, which I thought was dope because I never would have thought that. He cuts his hair and he raps, but he raps really, really good. You know, so all of those things combined, it's interesting. We always got, entertainment shit to talk about, relationship shit. We could, he's a younger married cat. We be talking and whatnot. So going in there is almost like a therapy for us. Like as men, we could sit, and chop it up. And now I can't even hit him up and be like, "Yo, what's up?" I could. He probably cut my hair at the crib.
That's fucked up.
But I don't know if he got that wrong.
So now he can't cut your hair. You don't even talk to him.
No, we still speak. Goddamn. Okay, that sounded bad.
That's what you just said.
It's like he can't cut my hair, so fuck that nigga. Nah, dog.
The GP is your wit man. No, nigga. No. Not with you.
Not Kirk and the family.
Since you can't cut my hair, no, we can't talk.
Kirk Franklin won't doing a bitch ass thing, but yelling while they did all the singing,
on,
man.
You want to talk about somebody that should not have as much money as he has? Does he ever sing?
Kirk? I don't think. Remember, the first song I heard him was that The Reason Why We Sing. And he was just saying what the choir was about to sing.
Yeah, just talking in front of it, right?
After he said it. Yeah. And he went platinum off of that, bro.
Yo, how did we let that happen? I mean, I get it the first time. But you narrating a choir for millions of dollars?
We let it happen on GP, though, because the song was jamming.
Yeah, Stomp was hard. But
GP was getting it, bro.
Make me clap my hand. The people say.
But the people say. What your mama say?
That nigga's a million. He's still touring, doing the same shit.
Hey, if it worked for you, man, get your bag. At least he's putting out a product. So I ain't even mad at him.
Yeah.
He putting them gospel singers on too. That
Who? I guarantee you, I bet you that choir getting fucked out of a lot of money.
Where you think GP is right now?
Shit.
I ain't heard from God's Property. Ain't no solo albums coming out. Ain't nobody branching
exactly
off.
Like nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like them niggas washing cars in some church parking lot right now, trying to get the roof fixed.
Oh my God.
GP, is you with me? No, nigga.
Hell no, nigga, not no more. Not at all.
Yeah, boy, you giving us, you rationing us out the money?
Oh my God. Okay, we tripping right now.
All right, I'm gonna ask you on the heels of last week, we were talking about the Pete Davidson stand up, and you said you didn't like it, right?
I hate you. I hate you. What's up?
I didn't like it either. But
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I hated it.
Okay, you
ahead,
hate it. Okay, and I want to, since you're the stand up, right? You do stand up. You've been doing it for a long time. I would say a vet, right? You've done it over 100 times, right? So
yeah, easily
over 100 times on the stage. So when you say you hate it, I want to know why. So
why did I hate it?
No, well, no, not why. Not well.
Okay, because I told you that.
You told me why.
Pod.
You told me why. Well,
yeah,
I told you why I hated it.
Like I'm not doing that again at an hour 40.
This nigga was twirling the stand around like a baton, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
So no, I don't know what the segment's going to be called, but right now it's just going to be called Ask Sam a Question about comedy.
Yeah, we got to do better on that. But go ahead.
It's a working title, nigga. Okay,
yeah,
so
working title.
When it comes to being a stand up, being on stage, whose job is it for the show to be good? Is it the comic's job to be funny, or is it the crowd's job to be a participant in the funny?
Ooh, you know what? I've done a lot of interviews, radio, magazine. I've never been asked that question. So kudos to you if you had that in the tuck. 90-10. I'd say 90-10. It's 90% my job because you're coming to be entertained. The 10% is you coming and wanting to be entertained.
Okay.
With an open mind. And the reason I say that, because I'm telling you, I guarantee you if we have another comic on, they're going to go, it's my job. It's my job. Like, fuck you. Listen. There's people, and I've heard them say this. They come to the comedy show to be mad. And that shit sounds stupid to me. Like, what do you mean you came to be mad? They'll sit there, they'll have their arms folded up, and immediately, yeah, a part of me is like, you know what? I need to break that guy or that girl that's just there to be a jerk.
Right.
But you know what? Somebody told me, like, later on in my comedy career, why are you focused on the one person when the other 150 are here to have a good time?
Right.
Let them sit there and be miserable and show, because otherwise, this is what happens. All these people are having a good time, right? I'm sitting there, I'm spitting my shit, they're enjoying themselves, and I'm constantly focusing on the sour apple that came. I don't know if they had a bad day, whatever. I don't know if that's just how they receive comedy, whatever. But if I continue to focus on the group, eventually that person's going to feel left out.
Right. Peer pressure.
Yeah, and not even peer pressure. I don't want the crowd to feel like the show is about that guy. I didn't come to appease the one. I came to appease the mass. So as much as to me, like, I should be chameleon enough as a comic to go into a room and read the room and go, okay, this is the type of shit they want to hear tonight.
Right.
And it might be a joke that I can just formulate different ways, but I'm going to do that because that's my job. Like, it's not my job to go, well, here's what I wrote down and I hope you all enjoy it. No, that's dumb. Let me tailor it to the room in that respect. But I'm not tailoring it to the one guy that just wants to be angry.
Right. Because laughter is contagious, right? So eventually, like you said, break him. You want to break him. But if the crowd is being entertained by what you're saying, he's going to feel like maybe he should let that, whatever that is, that guard down or have a good time or whatever. So laughter is contagious.
Like,
so I got it.
I don't know how fucked up of a day this person had. I don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they just came off of, a breakup or some shit. And I've had the angry dude that I was like, this dude looks like he'll kill me after the show. And they'll come up afterwards and be like, yo, I really needed that.
Right.
They might not have cracked a smile all night until close to the end, but they needed something to get them to stop thinking about whatever that bad shit was. You know what I'm saying?
It felt lighter. They felt lighter afterwards, like leaving. They felt lighter, like they were able to. That energy that they came in with was dissolved in some way, shape, or form, given what you were saying,
man,
right?
I'll tell you, like, as a young comic, that shit feels personal. Like, looking out into the crowd and that one dude, like, looks at you like they hate your guts. That death stare, it feels personal.
Yeah.
But it's like they have nothing else to look at. They're sitting in a dark room and you on stage walking around. So, of course, they're looking at you that way.
Beady-eyed little...
Yeah. But you'd have no idea what's going through their head. So you fill it with whatever. And I had to learn to stop doing that. And I still do it on occasion, especially if it's like they really like close to the stage. Normally the people up front, they try to keep a smile on because they're afraid you're going to heckle them or some shit. I'm not the comic that just attacks the crowd. Never been me.
Right.
Unless you give me a reason. But people assume if they come to a comedy show that it's a possibility. And it is. That's fair.
That's because I often hear, because I listen to a lot of stand-up. I think I'm more interested in the stand-up interviews than the actual stand-up itself, right? So
seeing how the comic thinks when they're not on stage? Okay.
Yeah. Like listening to, I'm not trying to pitch another pod, but if you're listening to this, then that's great. But I listened to Conan O'Brien's podcast, right? He's got a lot of comedians on there. And it's interesting listening to comedians and the hosts for these late night talk shows, them going through their process. And to me, the process is always funnier. Like the ingredients that you use to make this shit over here, to me, are always more interesting. The outcome is great, but what you put in here to make this shit taste like this fucking is awesome. So I hear a lot of people saying in the interviews, not great comedians, not the greats, but some comedians, they'll say that, remember we had a bad crowd over here and the crowd was just beating me up and, et cetera, et cetera. I always ask, like, how were you? And like in my mind, right? I'm like, well, how did you do? Like, what was it about you that made the crowd turn against you? Were you not funny? And then you began like you just said, attacking the crowd, or were you a white comic in the hood, not telling the right jokes, or how does that go?
Well, yeah, and you just hit it on the head. Before I get into that, I remember, and this was years ago, you used to tell me you wanted to try stand-up. Mm-hmm. How come you never did?
How come I never tried it? Excuses?
Because you're somebody that I thought was like legitimately gonna try to stage once just to see if you had the bug or if you didn't have a bug or whatever. I think you even wrote shit. Like
I wrote a lot of stuff. I did write. I still have a notepad in my phone where I keep jokes. I keep ideas for skits and shit like that. And we talked about that shit all the time, like off mic. But yeah, I think for me it was always a reason why. Like when I was in Biloxi, open mics everywhere. Never went to them because I found a reason not to do it. I was working.
You gave yourself a reason.
I would, or an excuse, not a reason. I think a reason would be something that was actually meant something, but an excuse to not go and do anything. I would see a talent show at like the Temple or whatever. I'll go do the stand up, but no, I'm not gonna do it because of whatever reason. In Tampa, I didn't do it in Tampa. I could go downtown Tampa, open mic and do it, and just not.
Man, it's a million open mics in Tampa.
Yeah, and I would just never go. Like I would just. I guess it wasn't important enough to me to make myself go and do it. Like I wouldn't even go and just watch. I just wouldn't go at all.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now to my point, if I've been to the rooms where the room turns on you. Mm-hmm. I've been to those, and it sucks. It sucks real bad. But all you can do is either figure your way out of it or see your exit.
Right.
And they can smell that fear. Now, when it happened, I was like, man, this crowd, you know what I'm saying? They just wasn't feeling me. Again, that was like year 3. Year 9, me knows immediately. I go, what did I do?
Right. Like you know when you lost them, you could tell like then.
It is vivid in my mind. Yeah. I can still see the chick sitting at the bar with the dreads, sitting with her husband with a yellow shirt on, and I could see him grab her. Like I can still picture it when I lost the audience.
Right.
And it was me not knowing the crowd. Like this short story. So I'm doing a joke in a black room. Black room, for people that don't know, that means the majority of the audience is African American, and I was doing a joke about interracial dating. Women drive the mood of the room. Every comedy room. Period. If the female's not on board with what you're talking about, the man ain't gonna laugh. Why? He wants some pussy later.
Yeah. If you're laughing at the joke that offended her, yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna work well for you.
Right.
So he's not coming with you. He's trying to come somewhere on her.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd made the interracial joke, and it leads to
hold on. You said that's funny how you said it's trying to come somewhere on her.
Yeah, I mean basically.
Okay.
I'm there to facilitate the coitus. That's all I'm there for, and I'm aware of that now. Back then, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
So the joke is about interracial. It starts with a black and white couple, and it ends with black women being amazing, this and that. Black women ain't trying to hear shit about another race of female being more beautiful and Nubian and all that from them. Right. Off top. And when I said it, that girl was like, oh, hell no. And Buddy was smiling when I started because I was doing well before that. But her oh, hell no went all the way around that fucking room. And then he looked at her, he looked at me and was like, you on your own, nigga.
Right. Yeah.
And then I could literally see the mood in the room change. Literally. And then I struggled through it. I kind of got him back towards the end, and I got the fuck up out of there.
That's crazy
But I knew.
Yeah.
The
crowd, it's like how the crowd is like an organism. Like that shit.
Yep. They'll turn on you.
Like one virus in the room. Like one small thing can, can infect the whole thing. That's crazy.
If it hits a button too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that hit the black woman, I'm with a black man button, and there weren't too many interracial couples in there or white women, period, but a few. So now it looks like I'm catering to those two people.
Yeah.
Back to my earlier point. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah, got you.
I learned from that, man. It was like, all right, I'm not going to do that. Or if I do, I'll flip it and do the black women thing up front so that it doesn't seem so one-sided because they don't know what else I'm going to say. Like you gotta learn to do shit like that, man. It's stressful. It's fun.
Stressful. Is it stressful?
Comedy is fun. It's fun, man, but like you got to think, bro, like with any other thing that you do on stage, if you're in a band, all of you are on stage together. It's just us and a microphone. You know, so people that think it's easy, I can't stand that shit. Like, for whatever reason, you lame niggas like to get on, and if we get into an argument, their favorite thing to do is be like, well, you ain't even that funny. I'm like, you think that shit hurts me now? Do you know where I've been? And more to the point, put together a half an hour and then send it to me and let me see how well you did. Like, that shit does not faze real comedians, bruh. You might catch a cat that's like in year 2 and shake them from that. But like, I might put a laughing emoji under your shit now. Like, what do you, really? That's your comeback? You bitch you? Like, come on now.
That'll be, I'll write that one down too. On the next Ask Sam a Question About Comedy, we'll talk about the sensitivity of comics.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I want another comic on when we do that.
Well,
I'm going to have to invite me somebody.
I'll call Dave and see if he's busy.
Little Dicky?
Little Dicky? I'll probably, that's as close as I'm going to get.
Oh, man.
Dave from
I would
Wendy's.
love to meet that cat. Dave from Wendy's.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that nigga's dead, isn't he?
No. I think so.
Oh, no,
I also
no,
don't think he's a nigga, but I mean, I know you meant that in the general sense.
Yeah. Niggas in general like chicken.
Yeah. All right, we wildin'. I'm gonna cut it for now. We gonna get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all so much again for listening to us. What's this, episode 7?
Yeah, man. Just like that.
Yeah, we're almost at 2 months. 2 months in this.
We didn't do our 1 month anniversary, man. I'll send you some chocolate.
I just heard that in my head, and I was like, he ain't gonna say pause or nothing.
I ain't pausing this.
What?
Ain't no pause on this, love.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you felt that way,
man.
Marcus.
I just laughed so hard my damn back popped. Oh man.
Oh, that's when you really getting old, bro. You gotta watch that. Hey, man, we're back at y'all every single Sunday. I wish I had some shows to announce, but y'all already know the corona done shut all of our shit down.
Yeah.
I will be releasing some stand-up clips on my YouTube channel, man, at Sam Ridley Comedy on YouTube, so check that shit out.
New shit.
In April, man, I'm going to be on Fox, 25 Words or Less, April 24th. Tune in. Set your whatever the fuck y'all got. You know, I almost said DVR. And I was like, you don't have that shit no more. So, but yeah, man, I'm on your TVs, man. I'm trying to do little stuff here and there, make it up to y'all for this lack of being able to be live on stage. But yeah, thank y'all for listening to us, man. Please remember, you have your opinion, you're entitled to have it. I hope you're not mad at anything you heard. If you are, please come back next week because we're gonna do it all over again.
Straight up.
We up out of here, man. Peace out.
We out.
And Satan.